Most people know the things that will get them closer to their goals. If I were to ask you, how do I get a better job? You probably say, hey, you need to apply more, work on your resume, network, all the standard stuff. And you'd be right. But people still don't do it. Even though they know, they do not do it. Why is this? One of the reasons is because there's no guarantee. You can do all of the stuff, all of the right stuff, but nothing will guarantee you your goal. It doesn't matter how many times you do your resume or how many times you practice interviewing. There will never be a guarantee that says that if you do X, Y, and Z, you will definitely get your goal or you'll definitely get your better job or whatever it is. So people struggle with that. People like guarantees. And here's another reason. Lack of energy, right? So you become complacent. This happens in the military all the time. People, they stop trying to get promoted. And what happens is they stay at the same rank for 10, 15 years. And then at the end of their military career or whenever they get out, they have regrets. Maybe I should have pushed harder. Maybe I should have got outside of my comfort zone. Well, it's too late then because their time in the military is over. So they couldn't find the energy necessary to have that ambition to try to get to the next rank. Or it could be they didn't have high goals. Do you have high goals? I know when I was a kid, I didn't have high goals. The last grade that I completed in school was the 7th grade. That is the last grade. When it came to 8th grade, that was a social promotion. When it came to 9th grade, that was a social promotion. So I ended up dropping out of school. But as the years changed, I decided to set some goals for myself. Now I have a master's degree. Look at your goals and see, are they high enough? If not, make the adjustment. There's something else that you need to realize, and it's that people will always want you to fail. Not everybody, but there's a certain segment of individuals, they want you to come up short. They want you to fail. And the reason why is because they're competing with you. And I believe that the majority of life is a competition. You'll usually have two sides for this, right? Two camps. You'll have people that say, life is a journey. You should enjoy it and learn. And then you have other people saying life is a competition. I think life is a journey of competitions. And this is especially true when it comes to interviewing. When you have that job that you want, that high-paying $150,000 starting out job, other people want it, right? Other people are interviewing for that job. It's not just you. When you're done interviewing, you're thinking, did I get it? Did I perform well enough? And also you're wondering, by that same token, did I perform well enough? That same line of thought also is comparing and contrasting with the people that interviewed before you. You're hoping that their performance was not as good as yours. Now, we don't say that because it doesn't sound nice. It doesn't sound like a nice thing to say. But subconsciously, many of us are hoping our competition did a little bit less than we did so that we can get the job, right? So that we can take care of our family, so that we can attain our goals. That's why we think it. You simply cannot put forth a 50% effort and expect 100% results. So you have an interview coming up and you just half-heartedly prepare or you decide to wing it, that might work for you some of the time. But that is not a good strategy to continue with. So at the end of the day, you might have to change. And changing is really difficult. It's been difficult for thousands of years. And this is because comfort and being lazy is kind of hardwired into our DNA. We needed times of being sedentary so that we can conserve energy. When the lion jumped out of the bush or the rhino came, trampling down the hill, we needed to have that energy so we can climb up a tree so that we can save ourselves. The problem is we don't have those dangers anymore. Most of us are not going to be attacked by a lion next week. We will not see a rhino charging at us next month. You simply won't see it. But we still want to conserve energy because danger could be out there, right? How do we conserve that energy? Watching Netflix, watching Hulu, watching Disney Plus, playing video games. That's how we conserve the energy. And we're doing those things instead of getting out there, getting after it, doing the hard things in order to get the better results. In the military, I led and I trained young men, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. And even with that military culture, it was still difficult to get them to change, to get them to conform to the new way of life that the Army expects from all of its soldiers. So I had this one soldier named Green. Poor fella, he could not do the right thing when it came to the military. He would show up to formation late. He would show up late. He had another name on his top, on his uniform top. It was supposed to say Green. It said Smith. He had the wrong name. Who does that? I've never met another soldier that had the complete incorrect name on their uniform. He didn't shave. Like every single thing that you could do to get negative attention in the military, well, Green did it. And for months, I tried to change him. He was only 18 years old. I tried to change him, made him do push-ups, did corrective action. I tried the counseling approach. We took some of his money. We gave him extra duty, and we tried for weeks, and we tried for months, and there was no changing him. He didn't want to change. When someone doesn't want to change, it doesn't matter what happens around them. They will stay the same. If you are serious about change, you are the only one that can do it, and it will be hard. This is especially true if you're trying to get a new job or completely change careers. When I first started looking for a government job, I applied 200 times. Roughly 100 of them were flat out rejections. I wasn't submitting a resume that was strong enough. I wasn't answering the questionnaire that made me competitive with other candidates. I had to learn lessons, but I couldn't just quit. I had to learn, improve, make the adjustment, apply again. What happened? I had a lot of job offers at the end of that journey because I was willing to go through the pain, willing to go through the struggle and learn, right? Take the failures as lessons. And because I was willing to take unreasonable action, I was able to have multiple job offers before I was even eligible to start working. In the military, you have to go through transitional leave or terminal leave before they even allow you to start working. So before my leave date even showed up, I was getting job offers. I had to negotiate the start date in order to make sure that I was on leave, but I was able to attain this because I took unreasonable action. Now, if you're watching this and you would like to get a government job, I want to share with you some of the best ways that you can get a government job, and you can learn about that if you watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.